You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
GUFON Radio.
Or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
GUFON Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Tuesday, August 24th, 2021. The day that has no feel, fine. It's over. You made it here. That's really a good thing. You made it here. So now it's time to have a little bit of fun to round out your Tuesday night with a little bit of fun and a lot to learn. A lot to learn. Always teaching, always learning myself. Don't know everything. I am not an expert. Nobody is in this field. Now, there may be experts at getting FOIA requests, or somebody's an expert at learning how to use a camera, watching the sky, those things. Everybody's got their piece, but nobody's an expert. Nobody knows everything. Can't. It's too much to take in. This field is riddled with a lot of different things, a lot of different people, a lot of different personalities. And tonight we're going to talk about one of those personalities, the irrational RicanHavoc215, John Carty, who's been a part of the GUFON family for the better part of a year and has lashed out against me, of all people. I supported him. I gave him a voice. I gave him advice. John, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. That's okay, bro. I need it. Go ahead. I can take it. I don't know. Some people can't handle truth. No, bro, I need to know. Just tell me. Anything you got to say, I'll be able to handle it. All right. Here we go. And it was good. For the most part. For the most part. Also tonight, we'll be talking about some things that can never be debunked, figured out, solved, mysteries that'll haunt us forever, whether it's ghosts, UFOs, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, the pyramids, and so on. So I have a little treat tonight, a couple of things I'm going to play, a couple of videos, and then we'll have a discussion. And I may open the welcome line, let you guys chime in if you want, but I'm afraid to do that, to be honest. I thought it was a good thing, but it's turning out it's not a great thing, and I need it to be great. So if I do open up the link, I need to make sure your audio works, you have good internet, and if neither of those are working and you're, robotic, I gotta boot you. It's just unacceptable. So, with that being said, roll call, everybody. Corlin, welcome to the show. Lisa Marie, welcome to the show. No, there won't be any fighting. I can guarantee it. John Hines or Hintz, welcome to the show. Salute. Area 503. Manny, welcome to the show. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. Eric, 81872, welcome to the show. Ash Dobbs, welcome to the show. Felicia the Beautiful Flores. Fantastic Felicia. There you go, Flores. Beautiful, either one. I don't want to sound sexist, Welcome to the show. Dry Sands a God. Dry Sands ain't God. Ain't good. Well, welcome to the show. Don D, what is up? Welcome to the show. Martin R, welcome to the show. I don't know if I said it, I'll say it again in case I didn't. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. IR Film, welcome to the show. First Floor Audio, Lee, welcome to the show. Bob Gray, welcome to this show. Alien Girl 1, Uno. Un. I guess that's French for one, right? Un. UN. Off-World Adam, welcome to the show. Monica Walston Arts, welcome to the show. Hope you didn't take that email the wrong way. It was meant with pure love. Sean Cleveland Music, welcome to the show. Mike Rotunda, welcome to the show. Eggnet Face, it didn't come out right. Eggneck Face, welcome to the show. Kingfish Kebab, welcome to the show. There he is, the man with two B's. B. Baker's in the house. Two B's are better than one. Tim Tinsing, welcome to the show. X1, welcome to the show. Carrie Rose, thank you. I love you too, Carrie Rose. It means a lot. Welcome to the show. Mikey Gematria, did I say it before? If I didn't, I said it again. Welcome. Deep Thought, welcome to the show. Good to see you back. The Gorilla Gamer, he's back for more. Welcome to the show. Chuck Bam, thank you, sir. Welcome back to the show. Star Hunter, welcome to the show. I haven't seen Paul Tavares here in a while. I haven't seen a lot of people here in a while. Ian Harrison, welcome to the show. Justin, welcome to the show. Hey, Mary Young Silva, welcome to the show. Renee Cruisin, welcome to the show. Gray Troll, welcome to the show. That about rounds it up. If I didn't get your name, that's okay. Everybody's welcome. GameVet02, welcome to the show. Good to see you. That's just it. One more. I believe one more. Yep, one more. Marvindale Likens Jr. And welcome to the show. Space Girl, welcome to the show. Bobby Lupo's alive. Did he? Did he? Is that you? Paul Tavares is Bobby Lupo now? That's freaking hilarious. I love that. Should be. Should be. Because I miss saying it. Batting. In the cleanup positions. Bobby, Lupo. Losing it. Hold on.
Anybody seen Richie? Huh?
What the?
I'm gonna keep coming back till somebody remembers seeing Richie.
He's still there. CC My Heartily D, welcome to the show. Hey, William Bridges, caught ya, welcome to the show. Tina Mobley, welcome to the show. Don't forget, Tina Mobley has Gypsy Jewelers. Gypsy Jewelry? It's in the bottom of the show description if you guys are interested in any jewelry or, you know, stuff like that. She makes it. GUFON stuff. Greg O'Brien, welcome to the show. Bob M, welcome to the show. Stephen A, welcome to the show. And that's it. That's it. No more newbies showing up here. No new names. I need a drink. Escobar, welcome to the show. So I'm losing it. Yeah. I've been looking for Nos. So tomorrow, I'm going to go to Sam's Club. Because I think they have it at Sam's Club. Nos. GUFON shirts. Not yet. Not yet. And it is time for a bump. A celebratory bump. This show's going to need it. JP Besson, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Bobby Lupo, Michael Franks. So I'm going to do this. All right? But I'm not going to do it, you know, on camera because you can't. I don't think you're supposed to. Right? You're not supposed to? No? Can we? Well, I'm not going to take the chance. So with that being said,
A little trouble there. Let's pick it up at 17.
I'll be right back. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy crap, I needed that. I feel it right here. Mod on. That was too big.
Death row? What a brother, no. Once again, back is the incredible rhyme animal, the uncannibal D. Public enemy number one. 5-0 said freeze, and I got numb. Can I tell them that I really never had a gun? But it's the wax that the Terminator X1. Now they got me in a cell with my records they sell. Cause a brother like me said, well,
all right. So we've got a problem in the family. Yes. And I'm gonna let the song play out. But a problem in the family. Now, I don't know, and I thought about it. I talked to a few people about whether or not I should talk about this, but because Wreaking Havoc is trying to make me look like an asshole, I have no choice. Because I know things I shouldn't know, but I know. And I don't know if they're true. And for those of you who don't know who John is, he is a guy who records orbs. You know the ones, the dust? And a lot of people don't buy into it, no matter what. Now, John had something special, so it seems. And according to him, he was having these experiences of possible visitation. Okay. And I was intrigued by a couple of the videos because normally with orbs you get one or two and you're like, all right, I don't know. There are spirit orbs. Now, I wouldn't buy into any of the orbs if my wife and I in 2004 didn't see something that changed our belief, especially hers. So, having an experience with one single orb coming into our house changed the way I viewed orbs. That it's not only dust, but there's energy orbs. There are earth lights. There are the Marfa lights, which I don't know if it's debunked. All right. I don't know. I haven't been to Marfa to know. But apparently there's something going on, and it's not lights on the mountain or motorcycles in the distance on a mountain. We don't know. All right. A lot of people think that it's debunked. Personally, I don't know. I don't know. And I got that feeling when I met John that he was being honest, that he wasn't pulling our legs, and that what he was recording was a little more unique than dust. So I had him on the show. And John says, ask me anything. And I go, oh, so I could ask you anything. I could tell you whatever I think it is. Anything you want. I can handle it, Rich. It's okay. I mean, I know what you're going to say already. That it's bullshit, that you're recording dust and you're never going to be able to prove it. See, I knew you were thinking that, Rich. So when you come to GUFON, and I think people who know the history, in your mind, you already have a preconceived notion of who I am and what I'm thinking. But I think I've shocked a lot of people over the years because I don't dismiss everything immediately. I'm not a debunker. I am skeptical and a believer. I'm a realist. That's what I used to call myself. Still do, but, it is what it is. I believe things are what they are, and if we can prove it, great. Orbs, one of those things that we're never going to be able to prove. I'm sorry to say. Unless somebody can figure out a way to duplicate or replicate what John has seen. So, he's got the website. Welcome everyone. This channel is dedicated to sharing my lifelong experiences involving ETs, ghosts, orbs, shadow people, and many other strange and paranormal events. It's got the whole thing, right? I encourage you to come join in the conversation. If you're just interested in the subjects or have experiences of your own, everyone's welcome. This is a safe place for everyone to share stories and ideas without getting judged or ridiculed. Well, who wants that? Everybody judges. Not everybody ridicules. I did not ridicule John. Not fucking once did I ridicule him. Ever. I gave him advice. He actually took it. Why don't you seal off the room, seal off the vents, the windows, and record? He went a little step further and got a HEPA filter to try to get the dust out. I said, this is the best thing I've ever seen. I couldn't have been happier. I actually felt a little teary-eyed inside that somebody's actually doing the right thing for once, trying to figure it out. So I thought we had a really good relationship that, oh my God, wow. I mean, I looked at John totally different, like, all right, now we're talking, he's serious. He kept sending me videos, and I kept having explanations for stuff. He would have things happen. He would have liquid, like, show up right here somewhere. And I don't know how this happened, but I fell asleep with one of my vapes, one of my things here. And I woke up the next morning and had juice exactly where he had it. And it looked similar. It looked like, vape juice. It didn't look like water or ectoplasm or had any fuzzy stuff in it. So I'm like, dude, I go, you're not going to believe it. I go, and he vapes. So I figured, he fell asleep with this vape thing and it leaked, and just like what happened to me, it was almost like a godsend. Like, Rich, you're going to fall asleep and get this. Show John tomorrow. I'm like, that's how it happened. It's like there was intervention. Very odd. But nonetheless, he had scuff marks, bruises that I said there's probably a logical explanation for. You work in construction. You're probably banging around. You scratch yourself through your jeans or whatever. You don't realize how much you touch yourself throughout the day or bang into things. So he's getting bruises and scratch marks and saying it's, I don't know, I may have been abducted. I mean, here we got marks. They're in a pair. It's in a triangle. It's in a square. I just scratched myself in the same place to see if I could duplicate what he had. And I'd say I had about 70% of it to a T. To a T. It was almost perfect. Then he had the paranormal team come over last month. Me and Michael were like hosting it. Michael mainly, but I came in and we were watching them, and it was done during sun hours. Why the sun was up? Why allowed the sunlight to be in? Why are you doing it with the lights on? It was a very odd investigation. One that John said, quite frankly, sucked. He didn't like it. He said it. He didn't think it was that good. He wished they would have brought more or different equipment. They didn't find anything, really. They found nothing. We were on Alien Addicts show. So I tell you all that because there was a pretty nice relationship, I thought, that John and I had, where he could come to me for the hard truth and hear what somebody like me, which is a lot of you, would say to the orb phenomena. It's dust. Everybody says it. And you can't convince people of anything. It's dust. There's a guy, Christopher Peters, in Hollywood, very well known. His father was a major actor. Christopher Peters was an actor in The Lost Boys. He was the villain. But anyway, he said he was able to manipulate orbs and create them from his hands, which Third Phase of Moon was jokingly debunking. You know, we both made videos and seen if we could do it, and sure enough, Brent had the gift. He had the gift. Yeah, you just scratch your hand a little bit and you're blowing out the orbs. You're just getting flakes off your skin. And when you use IR cameras or you're at night doing it, it reflects the sunlight. Everybody knows what orbs are. Hey, Ricardo Jimenez. I see it. Yep, you get the green one. He's invisible. $5 super chat. Happy Taco Tuesday, everyone. You see, Tuesday are meaningful. There's one good thing ufology has now, and that's you, Rich. Enjoy the tacos. That was nice, right? Thank you very much, Ricardo Jimenez. $5 super chat right at the beginning of the show. That's right. No. Hold on. That's right. You can support GUFON through PayPal, Cash App, become a patron. We're now at 24, so we've got more people joining in. Don't forget, you can see me on TikTok now under GUFONU. It's GUFON_U. It's working out well, actually, over there. But thank you very much for the support. Elena says, GUFON, bring Rican on. Fuck no. Nope. No. He should have called. Should have called me. I'm pissed. Now, I don't have to talk about it, but I have to, because he's going out in public and saying things about me. I got to defend myself. So we went on Alien Addict's show, and towards the end of the show, we were talking about the hoax, the autopsy hoax, right? And all right. All right. William Bridges with a $20 super chat for the burrito of love, bro. Oh, well, definitely, for sure. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto, generoso, William Bridges. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I really do. I am going to get burritos right after the show. 1,000,000%. And I'll get 4 crunchy tacos and 4 bean burritos. But I think today... Oh, it's pouring outside. I think today I'll get special burritos. Oh, why are you here? Oh, okay. Dorothy Hawkins with a $5 super chat. Happy Tuesday, Rich. Defend yourself. I am. I'm really upset. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Dorothy Hawkins. Appreciate that. Got it. Hey, Thomas Fessler. Welcome to the show. Thanks, Dorothy. Mucho gusto generoso to you. Grazie. Hey, and thanks for coming on the show 2 weeks ago. Farting rich. I don't know what that means. Distortion of reality. So the reason I'm bringing it up and talking about it, well, number one, it's content. I could spend 30 minutes on this. Now the rest of the show's easy. But this really got to me because, and I think I know why John is acting this way. But let's watch the end of that. Now I left. But before I left, this is what happened. John's here. He's the guy. You'll see. Oh, Ash Dobbs. I didn't see it. Thank you. Oh, what happened? It jumped. There it is. Thank you. Get out. Ash Dobbs with a $5 super chat says, 1/2 Taco Bell run. And the other half just, all right. That'll get me to drinks. Thank you, Ash Dobbs. Mucho gusto generoso, Mr. Dobbso. I see it. Che Ragnarsson, didn't forget you this time. You did sneak in, though. I don't know how I almost missed it. $2 a 2-pounder. Thing is, you're right. That's Us, GUFON, we're cynical. The thing is, you're right. That's us, GUFON, we're cynical. I got it. Thank you for the 2-pounder, by the way, Jay Ragnarsson. Shay? Chi? I know I'm saying it wrong. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Mucho gusto, generoso. Generoso. So I'm going to play the video. This is how I think it started. Hold on, I'm just getting there. It's really pouring. Here we go. This is John. That's Lee. Oh, you know, okay.
Wouldn't you agree?
Robert Bingham too.
Yeah, wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree though that the people up high, their listeners believe?
Hold on. There's a couple of super chats coming in. Yep. The thing is, X1 with $2.22. I believe real contactees experience synchronicity. Yeah. Real ones do. Didn't I tell you my story? Oh, I was telling I'm choking a chick. I told the story how I wanted to quit ufology altogether, and then I'm sitting there and I'm like, why do I want to go outside? So I go watering plants. I look up and I had the best sighting of my life. Which there were signs of synchronicity in there. But thank you, X1. I think you're right. $2.22 super chat. Very cool. Very mucho gusto, generoso. I see him. Chuck Bam. Just cranky from looking at dust. All right. I see. I know. Thank you for the $2, Chuck. Appreciate it. Long time supporter of the show. You can go back down. Thank you. I got it. Thanks, Chuck. Thanks, everybody. All right. Any more super chats that come in while the video's playing? I'll put them up on the screen. But other than that, you know, if I'll announce thank you soon. Maybe I'll just yell it out, but I got to play this right through.
This, you know, that's
what I said before, isn't it?
Huh?
Go on, Lee.
That's what I said before. You know, where it's like what we're looking at is, as far as like aliens and stuff like that. It feels like we're supposed to be talking about it. We're supposed to, if showing this stuff, what our minds are supposed to immediately go to, that's an extraterrestrial from X planet.
How many people that we know of other than John, but that you trust? So how many people have told a story about an alien grey now? And I know Travis was in that group, but you've now taken him out of the group. How many people do we trust that talk about the alien greys?
None.
Mm.
It's not that I don't trust John. I trust John believes. He believes he's seeing what he's seeing, but till I need to see evidence. I need really good evidence. No offense to anybody out there who's had abductions or anything, but the evidence is the only thing that sells it for me. So far, I said what? It's not that I don't trust John. It's just that we need evidence to back it up. So far, nothing different from anything I've ever said before.
Yeah, I can tell you I've got a dragon in my back garden, but you should be pretty skeptical about it until I show you his head.
Yeah.
I've got a dragon upstairs.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
What are people like me supposed to do?
Just keep going, man. Just
if ufology is full of shit and everybody doesn't want to believe everything, where's that?
But you're not in ufology, John. It's not ufology that you're in. They have a subject. What is it called? spiritual, mystical, esoteric, and orbs. That's where. But I think I know what he means. People in general, the groups and all that. But I'm just being specific because if we're going by literally what people are saying, well.
That leave people like me.
All right, so he's like, so what am I supposed to do? He's asking. I'll replay it. No offense to anybody out there who's had abductions or anything, but the evidence is the only thing that sells it for me.
Yeah, I could tell you I've got a dragon in my back garden, but you should be pretty.
I've got a dragon upstairs.
Oh.
Hey!
What are people like me supposed to do?
Just keep going, man. Just keep doing
if
what you're doing.
ufology is full of shit and everybody doesn't want to believe everything, where does that leave people like me?
See? He's already got the mindset that nobody wants to believe anything, which is wrong. We all want to believe. We just don't believe the evidence we're seeing. Not good enough. Capiche? Oh, it's a one capiche show already. Okay, so here we are. It leaves you... You may someday get something. That's why. And if it is real, because we don't know. I don't know. I'm not there. You're there. So you may catch something someday that can be irrefutable evidence, John.
Yeah, but also keep in mind, John, too, that... Go ahead.
No, go.
I was just going to say, keep in mind, too, that we understand that a lot of these experiences are incredibly personal and anecdotal, and the intangibility of the nature of this really lends to that sort of understanding. If we do get some sort of very straightforward physical evidence that we can say without a shadow of a doubt, this is from some planet, this is something else, that's actually something very fortunate and not something to be taken for granted in our field. Wherein I think a lot of people, if they were presented with it, again, I keep coming back to this, I don't think we'd know it if we saw it. Unless you were there, unless you gathered the implant out of your own arm, sort of thing, there are a lot of people who are going to remain skeptical. And I have to say that I respect Rich's thoughts on this in the way that he wants to stay critical, because we need that too. You know what I mean? But again, keep in mind that a lot of this is experiential until a point. You come back with these physical wounds on your body, you come back with implants, you come back with pictures, film, whatever the case may be, that's another story. But up until that point, John, it's still real for you, brother.
Right.
Yeah, nobody can tell you that it isn't.
Right.
Yeah, but that conviction can be enough to motivate you to keep going, and whatever comes peripherally, whoever else is interested, you'll find the right people, bro. That's just the way it goes.
I don't know what Michael means by you'll find the right people. It sounds like he's saying you'll find the right people that believe in you. It could mean several different things. It's an interesting statement. But I think what he means is you'll find people that eventually you can hang out with and share the experiences they're having it too. That's what I think he's meaning. But remember, we're trying to be as literal as possible. You've gone through what you've gone through very, very fast. You've had people give you help that a lot of people don't get right away. You've advanced quite quickly for what you're experiencing. So I see you've advanced 5 years forward in a year. Yeah. Because of all the help you've had, and that you need to take into account, and just keep doing what you're doing. Like I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't share everything, but when I catch something on video, I share it. But I don't tell everybody about other stuff because it's useless. I mean, why bother telling everybody everything if I can't show you? So it's tough. It's the hardest thing on the planet you're going through. And with that said, I got to get going, Ollie. I got my show. Don't get mad.
No worries, mate. No worries. That's fine.
Yeah. So I got to get.
Thank you for joining us, Rich. And I've left Mr. GUFON's link in the description, so make sure you click on it.
Stan the man. Welcome to the show.
To be fair, but And she hit the bell.
Okay. What did I say that was so bad? Need better evidence. But John hears, so what do you think about the stuff I got? What should I keep doing? Keep doing what you're doing, man, because eventually you're going to find something that nobody else has found, and it'll be the evidence that can push it to that next level. That's all I said. Is there more? I heard there was more after I left. Yeah, we're going to be talking about how has Star Trek given us... which, by the way, was a shitty show. We used today. All right.
Now, in your head, after seeing these two things at your window, and just having the trauma that you... I don't know if you still sleep on your couch or not. You do. Would you change that?
Yeah, kidding me, dude? It freaking ruined my life for a long time. I would change it in a heartbeat. You know, and
it's a good question.
It's weird because when I did the interview with you for the first time, I thought I went through a lot of stuff at that point, experience-wise. But it was like after I talked to you, man. We did our interview. It was the end. What's this? August. It was the end of last July. So it's like a little over a year. This past year has been literally jam-packed, almost a daily basis of just unexplainable stuff. You know, a lot. It's to the point now, like
that you're looking for it. Now you're looking for it. Everything is paranormal now. I've been there. Soon as you get back to normal life and you don't think about this shit, and I thought he did. He shut down his channel for a day or two, and now it's back up because he was so mad at me. Very sensitive, very emotional guy. And John, you could hear in his voice, I know when he's frustrated. I mean, you could easily tell he doesn't hide it. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. But that's why we're in the situation we're in now. But I've even had people contacting me saying, I know John is faking it. And I'm like, no, John's not faking it. Oh, yeah, he is. You're falling for it. And it was one of those emails, just all numbers, 3352127, that's it. You don't know who it is. And then you send a message back and it did not go through. So I think people are just trying to bust chops maybe, but that would suck if he was faking it just for attention. But, why would you go through all that? Have people come over, put up the seal everything off. It's a lot of work the guy went through.
I see shadow people almost every day with my own eyes. I just look at them and just keep about my business. Like it's at the point now where I'm almost.
If you're seeing shadow people every day, you should have them on video. That's all I'm saying.
It's numb to all this stuff.
Funny, everybody has all this activity when the cameras aren't running. It's never when it's,
It happens so frequently. It's crazy, man. And, it just bothers me. Like, I don't know anybody else who collected as much evidence as me in such a short period of time. And everything just gets questioned, man. I feel like I'm just wasting my time, pretty much.
Capturing the same thing over and over and over again isn't more evidence. It's the same evidence. Scratch marks on your body, bruises, and then you're claiming you're having these abductions, these scenarios with aliens and hearing things. And man, you live in a place, in an apartment where there's other neighbors around, people, cars could be going by, lights coming through, the blinds or whatever. There's so many different things that can happen that could make you think that you're seeing shadow people. There's a thing that happens when you get older. It happens in a lot of people's eyes. And I don't know what it is, but it's like a film or a black dot, and it's like a floating type of thing. I have it. And that's why I realized, oh shit, maybe it's something in that thing in my eye. I forget what it's called. But I asked my father about it. I go, man, it seems like there's somebody walking, and it's always on the corners. It's always amazing. It's always on the side where all the dirt and dust gets pushed, right? And I asked my father, I go, do you ever see the, like you're looking out and you see something, and then you move your eye and it goes this way, and it goes, oh yeah. Yeah, I've had that since I was about 40. I'm like, yeah, me too. He says sometimes you think somebody's walking up on you, and then you move your eye and there's nobody there, but then you're standing there and you're focusing on like reading a book or watching a TV, and you see this thing come right in, but as soon as you go to look at it, it moves. So if you look this way, it goes this way. If you look this way, it goes this way. If you look up, it kind of goes up a little, down a little. Yeah, I think that might be an explanation, but I don't know if it's the answer to what John's seeing. But again, it's what he says doesn't make it real, but it makes it real to him.
Does it frustrate you when, so Rich just said then, I know you believe it, but I need the evidence. Does that frustrate you that others need the evidence to believe you?
It does frustrate me. I mean,
what am I going to do? Just outright believe somebody? Because they have evidence that I've seen for the last 20 years that everybody calls dust, even though we know there are spirit orbs out there. You need to catch them doing something intelligent. But I don't see what anything I said was wrong. I see it. Thank you. Ian Burwell with a $2 super chat, just plain up, throwing it at the screen. Came right through just to support. No statement, no sticker, just boom. $2. Thank you very much, man. Super mucho gusto, generoso. That's a nice pick. Thank you, Ian Burwell. Mucho gusto supporto. Anyway, I'm going to roll it back a few seconds here, and I'll be quiet. I know I keep interrupting, and I get in trouble for that.
Michael and you guys know how much stuff I've given you in this past year. You tell me everything I gave Michael and you, everything just gets questioned, man. I feel like I'm just wasting my time, pretty much.
Does it frustrate you when?
So don't question it. Just accept it. You can't question it. All right, I'll stop talking about it.
So Rich just said then, I know you believe it, but I need the evidence. Does that frustrate you that others need the evidence to believe you?
It does frustrate me. I mean, Michael and you guys know how much stuff I've given you in this past year. You tell me everything I gave you can be explained. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, if I shared one picture of something, maybe, but I mean, I have like a almost unlimited, like it's, even I had the paranormal investigation. There was evidence that came up in that as well recently. Like I'm constantly getting evidence, but it's just never
no evidence.
There's always a doubt in everybody's mind, which I don't understand.
Again,
how do you not understand? They're dust. You haven't proven that's an intelligent being at all. And I've given you the platform because I believed in you and your hard work and the effort you put into it that you would be the guy that would get the evidence that could crack this whole case wide open. I had faith in you. I didn't cut you down, call you stupid, tell you you're wrong. I said, I don't know, I'm not there. I need evidence, good evidence. But here's what John does. He started giving me evidence in the beginning. But every time I came back and said, here's what I think. I guess he didn't like it, even though he acted like it. And he had some cool things, man, coming up from under that couch in that area. But I don't think it was in the couch. I think it was only 3 feet away from the camera. I think all that orb stuff was right there in the wheelhouse, in the perimeter of how far that IR light goes. But I stayed positive, which I normally don't do with these types of claims. And then, he had the marks on his body. But here's what he did. He found Michael, started talking to Michael. Michael gives him the other side of things, the more spiritual, right? Alien Addict, I think, was just being nice. I wasn't in their conversation, but I can tell because John just said, you know how much evidence I've given you over the past year. He stopped sending me the evidence because he didn't like the negativity in his mind, which is the truth, by the way. It's the truth on your physical evidence. I never said you're not having experiences. I said the proof doesn't match. It's a lot of stuff, but I've seen this before. Show me something different. Then he started having the bruises and the marks on his body, and then it started getting into, oh my God, I could really... And now in my mind, I'm thinking, well, what if this guy is playing it? Now, what if he's making all of this up just to see? What if it's an experiment? I thought about everything. What if he's from the CIA? And just seeing how smart we all are. And then I realized, yeah, that's not it. That's definitely not it. But the thought crossed my mind. Am I being played? You can't pick the evidence and then just send it to people who will make you feel good about it. That's irresponsible. You have now falling 2 steps backwards because of it. And I'm taking the award back. I see it. Dorothy Hawkins with the $5 super chat says, no defense necessary. He wants affirmation and validation, not true valid critique from peers. Right. Right. That's exactly right. And you know what? I thought I gave enough of it. I thought I gave enough. I thought I was doing the right thing. I see it already. It takes time. It's up because we're still talking about it. Oh, he didn't like that. Hey, Rat Wolf. $5 super chat in Swedish money, 50 bones. Praise it. Reverend Rich, praise the motherfucking cash. Got it. I'm praising the cash. I don't have a praise the cash button. But thank you very much. Mucho gusto, generoso, Dorothy Hawkins and Rat Wolf. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto supports, though. Rich wore the squeaker out of that poor rubber chick. No, I didn't. I was just barely squeezing it. See? I barely squeeze it. Jesus! Holy shit! But that would be funny. Someday it'll be gone.
he's been doing this for like 17 years. I understand he's not wrong, but for me, it's just frustrating. He's been doing it for so long. I feel like I'm just unloading data for him, and it's always something else. It's always a reflection or pareidolia or a dream or, you know.
Because it is. It is. How did that mute button get hit? Just, you know what? Keep going. It was very bad what you did, John. Going to other people, telling them I talk shit about them, making up shit. That's just bad. Very bad. You need to tell the truth. Are you hoaxing? Maybe you're hoaxing all of this. Maybe you're pulling the wool over everyone's eyes. Maybe that's it. Maybe. Hey, why not? A lot of people do it in the field, and they get huge followings. But you want to know why you're not growing? You want to know why? Nobody's flocking to you. And, oh God, John again, he's got more evidence. Because it's the same thing over and over. Nobody believes it. Nobody. There may be something paranormal. There may be. But to say that the activity only happens between 7 a.m. and 9 or 5 a.m. and 7, whatever those 2 hours are, sounds like something. Sounds a little suspicious. I'm just saying. Is it the people upstairs? The activity of them walking around, getting ready for work, is knocking the dust. The vibrations are pushing that dust down into your room. See, you didn't think of that, though, did you? I keep forgetting to tell you. I think it's your upstairs neighbors. And I think they're getting ready when you're getting ready in the morning for work or school, and the vibration of them pounding on the ceiling is creating the dust falling down. That's why it's always there. And that's why it's there between those 2 hours. Why isn't it there the rest of the night? Why don't I get it? Well, maybe they weren't in the room at that time at night. Maybe they're watching TV in the living room. They're not in the bathroom getting ready. Maybe that's, yeah. I don't know. I never saw any evidence of what's upstairs. You know, all this time and we still don't have that evidence? A lot of problems with this story. But to go after me for things I didn't even say, that's just wrong. And as hard as it is for me to say this, you're not welcome. You're not welcome in my family. For what you did, for not coming to me and talking to me. Yeah, I've made the same mistake. That's why I'm not talking to Dave Scott anymore, because I went on the show. I should have called him. But that's a different story. I didn't want to get suckered back into a fake friendship. Still, I should have done it over the phone. So you made the mistake of going behind my back and lying about things and saying I said stuff I never said. And that, to me, is stepping over the line. It's not acceptable. You couldn't keep it professional. You couldn't contact me and say, bro, why did you say that you don't believe any of my evidence? Which isn't what I said. Nope. That's what friends are supposed to. But I guess we weren't friends, right? He didn't like it that I was going against what he wanted me to say. And I think I know what the problem is. John would have never done this if he didn't have pressure from his girlfriend. And I'm guaranteeing that Betty Double Kick Chick is in his ear saying, yeah, fuck that. They shouldn't have said, they should have supported you. He should have supported you. And John's like, yeah, he should have. He should have. He should have. Every time you give something to Rich, what does he do? He cuts it down. That's right. Don't you see? He's bad for you. He's bad for us, John. It's always somebody in your ear telling you something that you want to believe. And you wanted to believe I was wrong. All you want is praise. Just like Dorothy said. And praise and what else? Verifiable? I don't know. Evidence. Anyway, that's enough. What's that? Oh, there's more?
What you're doing, John, too, you got to keep in mind the big picture here. What you're doing is creating a library, a cache of all of your evidence and experiences, which, believe me, if it didn't come in the last year where you just gathered all of this, it may come in 10 years. It may come in 20 years. Hell, it might come after you die and people start taking note or able to place what you've experienced. What people don't understand is that there are people just like John out there. It's more of an often circumstance than not, believe it or not, where they're having these odd experiences, either being bothered by something externally or within dream. I mean, I've met and talked to so many people who have phenomenon happening to them 24
exactly,
hours a
Lord.
day, the same way that John does. And of course,
thank you for the $2 super chat. Called a floater. It looks like a see-through net. It looks like a couple of things. Usually it looks like a cotton ball. It's just you can't see. It's shadow. It looks like a shadow. Thank you for that $2 super chat. And I knew it was called a floater. I thought it was. I really love that Dark Helmet. Dark Helmet, right? Remember Dark Helmet? I don't think there's any more I'm going to say. Bring the Wookiee to me. Remember? What does it say? Shout. All right, let's get to... Hey, it's a shame what happened. I don't see me saying anything there that requires John to be that mad at me unless somebody's in his ear. And I think it is. I think somebody's coaxing him. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. To do that, I mean, to just go out and to make other people hate me, that's what he did. To try to get other people to hate me. Because you didn't like what I said. What a chicken shit thing to do. Chicken shit. Hey, I've been there. I've been a chicken shit too. But at least I can admit it without having my feelings hurt. I wouldn't have wanted to talk to me about it either. But you should have. Because that's the right thing to do. And I've always given the right answer to everything. There wasn't anything mean. I didn't have an agenda to make you look stupid. You did that all on your own. I'm glad you two have each other. Even though Betty's never done anything to me, she's always been a sweet person, I don't see how she would allow that to happen. How she would allow John to get that angry instead of calming him down and saying, that's not what Rich is doing. So to have them both sit there watching me and then I get attacked and you're trying to make me look bad with other people, that shows me that they're both in on it. Because guys will listen to our women. We will. And I know she's going to say, I can't control everything he does. But he would have listened. When you guys have that new love, he would have listened. Trust me. I don't know. Maybe she did say it. She could have. But I don't think so. Anyway, moving on. Before I get to the interesting videos and conversation we're going to have, we may go a little long tonight. But somebody sent this to me today. I'd like to say who it was. It was, well, I could only go by his first name. I don't know, maybe not. Rich W. sent this to me. He said, and I'm just paraphrasing, I was watching the real good, interesting videos Micah Sala's doing. And then he watched the third phase one last night with Sala, which I'd love to play. He said he did some research and downloaded a document from NASA's online site. And he thought I'd be interested in it. Because what they're doing in the next coming months and years may explain a lot of the things that we're seeing in the sky. Space, around Earth, whatever. And it is this. Artemis. With Artemis missions, NASA will land the first woman and the first person of color on the moon, using innovative technologies to explore more of the lunar surface than ever before. We will collaborate with commercial and international partners and establish the first long-term presence on the moon. Then, we will use, what we learned from being on the moon and take the next giant leap, sending the first astronauts to Mars. Why are we going to the moon? Well, we're going to the moon for scientific discovery, economic benefits, and inspiration for a new generation of explorers. The Artemis generation. While maintaining American leadership in exploration, we will build a global alliance and explore deep space for the benefit of all. Oh, that's nice. Here's some nice pictures. Look at a couple of people. That right there is the woman. That right there is the Minority Report. That's a glowing crater. How are they going to go to the moon? Well, maybe something like this. See the windows? See all this here? That protects it from the sun? I don't know. We will build an Artemis base camp on the surface and the gateway in lunar orbit. Come on. These elements will allow our robots and astronauts to explore more and conduct more science than ever before. Oh, that's nice. There's the Orion spacecraft, Space Launch System rocket, Exploration Ground Systems, the Gateway, and the lunar landers. All that we build, all that we study, all that we do prepares us to go. Artemis 1, Artemis 2 to be designed by the crew, and 3 and beyond also to be designed by the crew. We are going. Let's take a look at this video. It's 2 minutes.
Explore, and we're going to the moon for scientific discovery.
Our destiny is always to go and see what's further and what's next.
The moon is a stepping stone, and the moon is a place we need to learn how to live so that we can continue to go beyond.
We are focused. We are focused on all that lies before us. Only together will we bring to life this global ambition of returning to the moon. And while our work is far from finished, we've never been closer to seeing a new generation step beyond our home planet. We are building on the achievements of those who came before. The giants who conquered gravity and raised a banner in the heavens. They beckon us to go farther, to the moon and on to Mars, to seek a deeper understanding of our universe and bring all that we learn home. 2020 was a year of unpredictable hardships, and yet, step by step, we resolved to press forward toward this grand vision. The daily efforts of thousands of suppliers from all across this country.
Yeah? All right. We get it.
and around the world fed into stunning milestones and laid the groundwork for history.
Launch team, go.
Artemis has been woven into our culture. It has fostered collaboration across the aisles and across the ponds. It has grown beyond plans and preparations to include hardware and software. And now, it has a heartbeat. You can feel the momentum. It is undeniable. We are going. And together, we will see Artemis light the way.
Our mission to the moon is no longer some far-fetched dream. This is reality. We are going.
This is the next step in evolution.
They're not just PowerPoint slides. They're actually metals being bent, shaped, formed to build the things that we're going to use.
This is real. This is going to happen. We're going.
We are going to the moon to learn how to live on other planets for the benefit of all.
Right.
Let's go.
Now, you know, it sounds great, right? What scares me, it's the risk that they're all taking every time they get on that jet-fueled rocket. Chance of it not making there, it's always there. You know? And I know they're trying to build these rockets with escape routes maybe or something like that. You know, if the rocket explodes underneath it, maybe the shuttle they're in, the capsule, they could eject it away and has a parachute. They get sucked back down to Earth. I'm sure they've got something like that in the works. Because being placed on tons of jet fuel in a rocket bigger than a 4-story building is fun. 6 stories? It's a pretty big rocket, right, that they're using? I don't know. But it's big. It's a lot. It's a candle, all right. Artemis. I don't know if we're going to be on the moon in 4 years. But I would think by the year 2026, we should be on the moon. I'm going to predict 2026, the moon, and then 2030 to Mars. Write that down somewhere. What? Oh, there it is. Lord Ludicrous Plaid with another $2 says beeholes and lips are the same skin composition. Yeah, they kind of are. Are mine? Thank you for that comment, $2 super chat. Mucho gusto generoso, Lord Ludicrous Plaid. Continuing supporter. Artemis is interesting. Before we get into the video here in a minute, I want to say there is a way you can support GUFON. Subscribe if you haven't. Resubscribe. I noticed a lot of people were unsubscribed without their knowing. Please double check. You can support GUFON because we do this. We try to do it 7 days a week, at least 6. So we're on every night now. And on Third Phase UFO Report every other day. And every other day from that, and just about every day, is TikTok now. And then next week, we're going to be doing videos for Instagram. I'm trying to get out there, you know, and it's working. It's working. We're starting to see an uptick in subs, so I can't thank you enough for supporting GUFON. PayPal's another way. Become a patron. You can do that, and also Cash App, which is similar to PayPal. All the links are in the description of every show, and also on the homepage of GUFON, and also in the About section on GUFON. You understand? You don't? You don't care? It's right here. This thing. About. So you go there, Tells you about, and then there's all the links. All these right here. All right, I just wanted to show you. I never show you guys. And the link of every show, if you click on this link, all right, you can go into the show description and see all the links here. TikTok is there, Discord, we're still there. Gypsy Jewelry's at the bottom. And all the other ways to reach me. Patreon, Cash App, PayPal, Twitter, and Facebook. And my email. I just never show you guys any of that stuff. I think I may have shown that once since we've been around. You know, being a YouTuber every day, I'm leaving out a lot of important stuff. But I think everybody knows. That's why. Why do I have to keep reminding you? You know where all that shit is. Right? Everybody knows. Unless you're brand new to YouTube and you don't know. I got it. Xavi G310 with a $5 super chat says, can't believe they're still using rockets. I know. I know. Yeah, we're going to keep using rockets for a lot longer. It's very weird. Yeah, we shouldn't be using rockets at this point. I think they have the technology. Thank you very much. Xavi G310, if I mispronounced it, I apologize, with the $5 super chat. Mucho gusto generoso, a continuing supporter of GUFON, I think. Yeah. Thank you. Super generous. You guys are very kind. I appreciate it. You realize that I'm not trying to be a dick, right? If somebody posts something, I'll use Jeremy Corbell for an example. He posts a video, and we see, I'll use the, hold on. No, I have to be specific. That's the way it goes, right? That's the way it is nowadays. Where is he? See, this I don't need. Right here.
That was part of a much big...
So...
says the videos are authentic.
This video here...
It's investigating, and that...
He's claiming that this is a triangle that... you stupid Jesus hands. You wide-eyed, crazy-eyed mofo. You suck donkeys. Anyway, the story is that at the Russell, I believe it was 2019, there was a swarm of UFOs. And they got it on video. And then he shows us the one object and the two. So a total of 3 objects. One's an airplane. The other 2 are stars. It's been proven. Right? And this is bokeh because of the type of shutter. Cheap camera. We learned, most likely. The more expensive the camera, the more of a circle you get. And what am I supposed to do? Not say anything? I didn't go looking for Jeremy Corbell. But I see something that doesn't make sense. It doesn't match his claims. And he says it does. Well, to me, that's like disinformation. It's a lie. That's not UFOs. I'm supposed to not say anything, according to some people. But because I say something, I'm a jerk. I'm a debunker. Wow. So I see Jeremy Corbell with something on video. His story doesn't match up. And I'm not supposed to say anything. How am I supposed to bring it up then? Not talk about it? And say, wow, Jeremy Corbell posted this video today. And everything matches, I guess. Well, he says it's verified by the Navy, The Pentagon approved it. They said it is a video. They said the video's real. Remember? So that's where the conversation has to end, I guess. Or else you look like an asshole. But I guess I'm a little bit too boisterous. I'm a little bit louder. I say, how stupid are you? And I don't see anything wrong with anything that I have ever done. Those people, not that they deserved it, but they almost asked for it. So if you post something on the internet and it's a lie or you did something stupid, expect people to talk about it from every range of the spectrum. You'll have people saying, oh, I feel bad for Jeremy because he's being played and doesn't even know it, poor guy, to all the way to, what an idiot, how do you not know that that's not a UFO? You got everything in between. If I did it any nicer, the point, what do you want me to do? You want me to not be me? You want me to be Dolan and say, you know, to be honest, what we see on Jeremy Corbell's video could possibly be a tetrahedron and maybe not a pyramid, because you have two other objects over there that are also the same shape. So is it possible that Jeremy Corbell is being told a lie? Could he be a player in the field without even knowing it? I don't know. And that's what Dolan would say. And you'd be like, oh, Dolan, he's still giving Jeremy a chance. You know? After 4 or 5 of these videos, my God, it's bad for ufology. And people should be shouting at the top of their lungs, this is bad for ufology. If somebody's hoaxing, lying, cheating, doing something stupid, and they are very well known, it's possible somebody's going to talk about you. So I'm tired of being labeled that person, that I'm a debunker, that, you know, he's going to talk shit about you if you deserve it. If you deserve it. You put yourself on YouTube, on the internet, where the world can see you. Expect to be talked about. What? Oh, Black Lotus Productions. Hey, $5 super chat. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah. Blinky liked it. I don't know what his name is. Invisi. Thank you very much. No comment, no sticker, just take it. Take it! I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto, generoso. I know. A lot of talking tonight. But these are things I had to say. These are things that I had to say. Because I'm not looking for anything to take down anybody. I don't do that. That's not me. That's not what GUFON does. People send GUFON things. If it comes as a recommendation to me or on Twitter and I see it posted, I'm not out there getting FOIA requests or doing background checks on people like I know a lot of people do in this field. People are always looking for dirt on somebody. That's not me. I could give a shit until I have to give a shit. There's so many things out there, like Daniel Scranton, right? I didn't know about this guy. It was an accident I found him. Right? Here, hold on. Where the hell is he? It was an accident I found this guy. You know who. Ready? prick. That's freaking hilarious. Nobody on the planet should miss this. Everybody should see this guy. Everybody should. I hate that everything's backwards. Oh, I see what I can do now. My right hand is better. Everybody should know about this guy. Because that's hilarious. God dang it, it's that funny or what? Swirling vortex of... Sole mio. Your chickens are going crazy. All right. Stop it. Oh, Jesus. I know. It's over. It's over. What happened to the other? He passed out. Ah, he's passed out. I don't go looking for it, but it was there. And we talked about it because it's freaking weird. Everybody should know about that guy. Wake up! Inzane with $7.50 super chat. Just straight up take the money! Just take it! No comment, no sticker. Just take it, I don't want it anymore, he says. Thank you, Inzane, I appreciate that. Mucho gusto generoso to you and yours. Grazie, grazie. So I talked about Daniel Scranton. Funny. Doesn't mean I'm a dick. It's funny. Funny's funny. Funny's funny. All right. So let's get going. This part of the show I've been waiting for. I didn't want to talk that much. What really happened inside the Project Stargate CIA program? I'm not going to play the full 1 hour documentary, but I do have permission to play it. So we're going to play a few minutes of it. Maybe we'll skip around 15 minutes or so we'll talk. And I got one more thing we'll be talking about. Any super chats that come up while the video is playing, I'll post it on the screen and I'll give a thumbs up in the corner somehow. But I can't stop the video once I start. Capiche? Oh, it's a 2 capiche show. I love these capiches out of nowhere. Can we play the video, please? 3, 2, 1.
1990s is when the U.S. government declassified their remote viewing project.
I was in the military unit for remote viewing.
What I do know is the Soviets have remote viewers.
U.S. Intelligence and Security Command recruited psychic spying.
So I taught my platoon to be totally stealthy.
A top-secret task force implemented in Vietnam, known as the 1st Earth Battalion.
Then I began to milk out all their paranormal skills.
Is there a secret paranormal psychic war between the United States, Russia, and China?
The issue of whether other countries like China would be using this to gather intellectual information from us and other countries is a real possibility.
The downfalls of a secret spy program.
General Stubblebine, he took me into the commander's office, got up in my face scowling. Did you kill my computers with your mind?
The real men behind the men who stare at goats.
We're being taught to believe there's fear, dangerous people, and it's all designed for us to get off our asses.
What are the implications if our governments have no secrets to hide?
Imagine a world where there's no need for secrets. That would be a true paradigm shift.
In this special presentation, we'll be speaking with the top remote viewers in regards to the origin of remote viewing, where it is today, and what the future holds. The secret spy program, the men who weren't even there. The 1st Earth Battalion. Lieutenant Colonel Channing created the Evolutionary Tactics Field Manual. Its goal was a non-lethal and peaceful solutions to potentially change the shape of war as we know it and save lives in the process. He was known for his ability to imagine and illustrate the future battlefield and its advanced applications. Channing is portrayed by actor Jeff Bridges in his role as character Bill the Django. How accurate really was the film The Men Who Stare at Goats? Was the 1st Battalion a secret paranormal force in the U.S. military? Is Jim Channing still working for the U.S. military or the CIA? These are some of the questions I wanted to find out. My name is Blake Cousins. I run a large YouTube channel in regards to the UFO and alien phenomenon. I consider myself a distributor of information to the public. With over 8 years of research into military programs, it's when I found out that Jim Channing lives on the Big Island of Hawaii. That's where I live. I decided to try and meet the man himself. I got the word. I had 3 hours to meet with Jim at his dwelling, located just 45 miles from where I live. So I called my production team, along with my twin brother Brent, and headed to the Kohala Coast. Destination, Artesia. Now I finally get the chance to meet the man himself, Jim Channing. I had many questions that I wanted to ask, so we got to it right away.
So a couple of things happened along the way. One of them is I wrote Evolutionary Tactics, a field manual to bring out all the unknown intelligences in soldiers. It was coming out at the time of the Whole Earth Catalog, which you could pass through, and the Army officers were passing through this Evolutionary Tactics manual. So here I break in a little bit to a mythology format. And beside that, for instance, I wake up one day and the phone rings and they say, Mr. Channing, we want to make a movie about your field manual. And it's called Men Who Stare at Goats. And after I saw the script, and because I had worked in Hollywood before, I know these guys can't make a movie that's all straight. So I'm going to have to tolerate, 50% sight gags, and the rest of it. Jeff Bridges is going to play me. Hallelujah.
We have to dream a new America that no longer has an exploitative.
The Men Who Stare at Goats was inspired by John Ronson's non-fiction bestseller. The New Earth Army is changing the way wars are fought. A legion of warrior monks with unparalleled psychic powers can read the enemy's thoughts, pass through solid walls, and even kill a goat by simply staring at it. In this quirky, dark comedy inspired by a real-life story, you can hardly believe it's actually true. I wanted to get down to the bottom of what the true Jim Channing is all about, and the role by Jeff Bridges, Bill the Django. Jim insisted on giving me a tour of Artesia, which is a mini eco-village, dotted with a few exotic small buildings.
In the amphitheater, we have 20 feet of topsoil, so you're able to go down and create this beautiful
Jim also practices what he preaches, aiming for full sustainability and implementing permaculture, biodynamic gardening, ancient land practices, and social architecture to make the land not only self-sustaining, but a heavenly experience.
We come out of this amphitheater with sort of microcultures, small plants, lots of rocks, the way the Hawaiians used to.
Jim's first year as lieutenant colonel in Vietnam, he began to flesh out the early beginnings of the 1st Earth Battalion and its clairvoyant applications on the battlefield.
Into the Army, I see what happens in an emotional situation in a completely conflicted set of ethics, and at the same time I'm learning to sit in a deep forest for most of the time. So I became fundamentally welded to nature there, and then welded to the way we had to move through the jungle to find these so-called Viet Cong and search and destroy them at the same time. So I taught my platoon to be totally stealthy. Then I began to milk out all their paranormal skills, and I had a whole set of sentient intelligences working with me. So I came home a year later with all but one of my guys, and we never had to kill an innocent villager.
When did the psychic phenomenon known as remote viewing begin? And who started it? The late Ingo Swann was an acclaimed psychic, artist, and author for being the co-creator of remote viewing, and specifically the Stargate Project. The Stargate Project was the code name for a secret army unit established in 1978 at Fort Meade, Maryland by the Defense Intelligence Agency to investigate the potential for the psychic phenomenon in the military and domestic intelligence applications. Swann helped develop the process of remote viewing at the Stanford Research Institute, experiments that caught the attention of the Central Intelligence Agency, which was developed and tested with CIA funding. He is commonly credited with proposing the idea of controlled remote viewing, a process in which viewers would view a location given nothing but its geographical coordinates. For the past 30 years, the United States government has secretly trained a select corps of military personnel in the art of remote viewing, the psychic ability to perceive the thoughts of experiences of the others through the power of the human mind. Now, Lynn Buchanan, a world-renowned expert on remote viewing and its potential. He resides in Alamogordo, New Mexico. He was assigned nearly a decade to a clandestine U.S. Army intelligence group. Buchanan trained military personnel who utilizes the inherent psychic abilities as a data collection tool during the Iran hostage crisis and the Chernobyl disaster, including the Gulf War.
Back in the early 80s, I was a sergeant first class in the Army working for the intelligence command. I was in Augsburg, Germany, and an incident happened, parts of which are still classified, so I don't usually talk about it. It cost the U.S. government millions in computers. Commanding General Bert Stubblebine of the U.S. Intelligence and Security Command came and got me, took me back to D.C. and wanted to form a unit that would do the same to enemy computers.
General Bert Stubblebine has an impressive career, including being credited with the redesigning of the intelligence structure of the entire U.S. Army. This was apparently somehow accomplished without the man ever becoming aware of a 25-year-old CIA mind control effort that exploits thousands of unlisted personnel at locations, including the Army's Edgewood Arsenal. Stubblebine claims he was never into the mind operations program. However, he now believes mind control projects continued after the Congress ordered them halted in the 1970s.
Congress said that smote of mind control, and they wouldn't do it because they had been caught in the 60s doing mind control on U.S. citizens. They really didn't want to have anything to do with anything like it again. He took me out to Fort Meade to this unit that had been doing something called controlled remote viewing. I had never heard of that before, didn't know what it was, but he just put me in that unit and said, here, you're going to learn to be a psychic. And you know, in the military, a general tells you that, yes, sir, I'll do it. I was in the military unit for remote viewing for the rest of my military career, which is very unusual because, you know, soldiers get moved. But I was there for the rest of my career and wound up being the trainer for the unit. Because it was a black unit that didn't exist, I officially didn't exist, and so I had to give up all rights to promotions and everything else, but it was worth it.
It must have been, because he did it for the rest of his life. So whether you believe in remote viewing or not is completely up to you. Because these people used it, and according to them, it worked. It worked for the most part. Yeah, I wish I could believe it. I really do. Hey, Ricky Delaway, even though I said thank you before, thanks for the $2 super sticker. Appreciate that. Mucho support. Mucho gusto, generoso. Ricky Delaway. But it's, we're talking about psychic abilities here. And our government's using it. Used it. Wouldn't surprise me if they still have some sort of use for it today. Pretty wild. Next, I think you'll like this. I don't know how many of you saw it, but I love Linda Moulton Howdy Doody Fresh and Fruity. Love me some Linda Moulton Howdy Doody. Can't help it. Linda Moulton Howe. Paula Asteria interviews her in a stand-up interview. I think you'll enjoy this.
Hi.
By the way, the reason I'm not continuing with the last video, because I'm going to put the link in the description, and if you want to check out the rest of it, you can. Same here. I'm going to play a few minutes of it, talk about it. To be honest, I can't remember what Linda talks about. And I've seen this just the one time. But I remembered it was really good. So this is from about 8, 9, 10 months ago.
Hey, this is Paula Asteria, and I'm
We got a special episode for you today. Linda Moulton Howe speaks with our correspondent, Paula Asteria. Interview that has not been seen until now, right here at Third Phase of Moon. And Linda Moulton Howe takes us on a wild ride around the world in regards to the Antarctic and what is going on with the UFO information that we have right now in our possession. We want to thank again Paula for sharing this incredible information coming in. I'm going to just share the raw interview. Here it is. Enjoy, everybody. Listen up.
So how are you doing here today?
Well, thank you for being here, because do you also have the feeling that it's like popcorn popping? All of a sudden, the whole planet, everything is popping more and more and saying, it isn't any longer, are we alone? It's no, the universe is teeming with life. Remote viewers have said that. Military people behind the scenes say that. It's as if something has switched. We've entered a new intersection of some sort. And it feels this year, 2019, to me personally. I have been an investigative reporter and a TV producer and a writer since I graduated.
Wow, 2 years ago.
1968. I did a documentary with the Stanford Medical Center. My master's film was with the Stanford Linear Accelerator. So my beat was always science, medicine, and the environment. And it was that arc that took me to investigate when I was a director of special projects.
Hey, where's RicanHavoc? Where is he? There's Sonor back here. Wait, hold on, everybody, watch this.
BS station in Denver.
Oh boy, oh boy. I bet you that's a dead president.
Animal mutilations where there's no blood,
Sorry, I couldn't
no
resist.
Tracks, internal organs can be removed with no surgery on the outside. I'm totally grounded in facts. I like science, medicine, hard science. I get into animal mutilations, and sheriffs say the perpetrators are creatures from outer space. That was 1979. You and I are talking in 2019. During all of this time, how defensive people were, how ranchers never wanted to say that they saw beams of light coming from something in the sky, taking their animals. Everybody has been like in some sort of suspended animation on Earth, where something else kept everybody from talking about what they really knew, what they really saw, what really came in the night. Today in 2019, for the very first time in my life and profession, it feels like something is just about to tip. That we're going to go from all denial, lies, living on a concocted planet for thousands of years, saying that we're alone in this universe. And now it's going to tip toward...
Isn't that amazing? What happened? Linda Moulton Howdy Doody knew the script somehow. She knew that it was going to be denial, denial, denial. Then with, and you saw what happened. The Pentagon was saying crazy things to the New York Times. Off-world vehicles. These 3 videos are real. UFOs. Right? Lou Elizondo, June 25th. The preliminary drop. Some have said, and I don't know if I can say who. Maybe it was Greer. I don't know. Somebody said that it's possible. Maybe it was Doty. Said that Linda Moulton Howe is CIA. That she was brought in by the CIA for the cattle mutilation stuff, the crop circle stuff, to cover up what was really happening underground. And that they brought her in as somebody, investigative journalist, digging for the truth. Could Linda Moulton Howe really be a CIA agent? Disinfo agent at that? That'd be weird at this point. Maybe she was at one point. But here she is talking about the tip from everybody saying we don't believe, there's no such thing, to it's almost as if she saw the future. Pretty smart. Or she knew something. Because look, it felt like there was something happening only because something was happening. We saw UFOs in the news, mainstream media, constantly, almost daily, and it turned out to be daily before June 25th, those last 8 weeks. Every day. Something on Fox, MSNBC, CNN, all those stations, channels, were talking about the 180 days and what's going to happen. All right.
And that the power brokers can't stop this. That's what excites me. That it's happening in populations around the world. I can feel it. I can see it in the mail and phones and everything that I get. If it tips, it's going to be like New Year's Eve to New Year's Day. Everywhere.
Didn't happen.
I've been feeling this too. It's the 100th monkey. We're reaching it.
Exactly. And once it happens, all boats rise. All of us who have been trying to find the facts and the truth and report it about other life intelligences and a completely different history of this planet. And that sentence that I was shown in a briefing paper April 9th, 1983 at Kirtland Air Force Base in New Mexico that said extraterrestrial, biological entities, manipulated DNA in already evolving primates to create Homo sapien us. I'm reading a document for the President of the United States in 1983 saying we are the creation of another intelligence by manipulating DNA.
Hey, but that might be possible. That might be true. No? I think I talked about it on Alien Girl's show the other day. Look, man, they can't find the missing link. If we're evolutionary with the little trickery from the aliens, it makes sense. We can't go outside on a sunny day without getting sunburnt, right? Eventually our skin would get used to it. But when we're born, we just plop out. We don't get to use our head. What good are we? We plop out, we die. Nobody feeds us, we die. Nobody wipes our ass, we get a rash. What happens then? It gets itchy and then you die. The sun is much too bright. It is for me. I have to wear sunglasses. It hurts. Can't look at the sun, but I don't think any monkeys or primates or even giraffes and elephants are going to go look up at the sun and stare at it. They know it hurts to look at. Or does it? I don't know. But it hurts us. And our biological clock is set for what? 28 days? Not 30, 31. I don't know why the calendar's made the way it is, but whatever. Seems like we may be a manipulation from a Mars colony billions of years ago. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe before Mars got destroyed 3 billion years ago and lost all of its atmosphere and water and whatnot, maybe those people, they saved their DNA and they injected the primates with it. But where are those missing links? Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there because what if she's right? What if that document exists? And if it does, are you going to believe it? That it says aliens came down and interacted with the primates and evolutionized humans? Revolutionized? Whatever.
Everything I know today, that is absolutely the truth. And for the planet to ignore it, suppress it, lie about it, makes us weaker. Whatever we are, whatever the relationship with something else out in the universe.
We also get a lot of diseases. We get a lot of colds. You don't see a lot of, it happens, but you don't see a lot of the animals out in the wilderness sneezing, coughing, sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever. You know what I mean? All right.
I love humans.
What?
I really think we're worth fighting for.
She said, I love humans.
And we're never, ever going to survive if we don't move this planet to telling the truth about what the governments know is friendly, unfriendly, or neutral, and what our real relationship is to them. If we all begin to understand that, I think it makes us all stronger, less able to be manipulated. Because
wait a minute. So if we find out that we come from an alien species through DNA, right, enhancements, then we're going to be more understanding to things? I don't understand. I really don't. I don't know what she means. How are we going to feel better about ourselves knowing this? Oh, all right. Tell me we came from aliens. We came from aliens. All right. What do you want to do for lunch? Who gives a shit?
the big problem on Earth right now is that a tiny 1%, the power brokers, they manipulate everything, the barter system, everything. This is not a planet now that is running and made for humans to survive happily. This is a planet in which the barter system rules every life. You can't have a life without making money. To make money, you become under the control of somebody else. There's something wrong with the entire system.
Yeah, that's interesting. As humans, if you don't have enough money or, somebody helping you with their money, how you survive? You become homeless? Well, you get government help. Government doesn't like to help single white males, I can tell you that. They don't like helping single white males. But if I had children, or if I was married, they'll help me easier. But a single white male, government doesn't want to help. They say, you have everything at your fingertips with your white pride. White pride, white privilege. As a white male, you shouldn't fail. That's what they did to me in Arizona. Sucks. Let's see what's up here.
And then the only way it would work to protect them is I had to do camera, everything. So it's me and them. And
oh, she's talking about those guys that went to that said they saw aliens at Antarctica, right?
being able to use phones.
Spartan 1 and Spartan 2. Spartan fuckers.
You have some sort. I saw you mention some sort of encrypted like texting you use.
Proton mail. It is the only thing that is guaranteed encrypted. The CIA uses it. The NSA uses it. Don't signal worthless. Proton is
Everyone
true.
always talks about WhatsApp. They say WhatsApp's encrypted, and that's nowhere near the
Nobody
case.
else
It's
would
like
use
you're connected
WhatsApp.
with Facebook.
No. So FedEx and Proton Mail and other complicated things. So right now, in February of 2019, I have now finished 2 segments that'll be part of eventually an hour of Spartan 1 and Spartan 2. It is Spartan 1 who is the Navy SEAL on mission in Antarctica, who is describing what he saw and heard for himself. And this is, as far as I know, this is the first time ever that anybody...
Hey guys, what do you want me to do? I can't turn it up. It's not my fault. Turn up your volume, man. That's what I had to do. I had to turn it up too. Turn up. You got a volume button. Man alive, I swear to God. Yeah, and that's it then. That's what we'll do. Yeah. Gonna complain? What can we do? That's it. Ha! What?
Well,
It is what it is. Well, I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. Go! Thank you, moderators and super chatters. Without the support, the show doesn't work. Thank you very much. I can't do it without you. Don't forget to resubscribe, subscribe to GUFON. Check us out on TikTok. TikTok? I saw you saying TikTok. and Discord. Check it out. We now have Nitro on Discord. And I want to thank the newcomers and the veterans. Thank you for giving the show a chance. Hey, well, I give you 5 to 15 minutes. Give the show a chance if you like it. Come back, subscribe, share it. Yeah, 1 or 2 people. And don't forget to give a big thumbs up. And we'll be back tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, right here. And keep your eyes out for Third Phase of Moon, Third Phase UFO Report, and TikTok videos and all that stuff coming up anytime. Anytime it can happen. So, well, and that's that. I'm Rich Giordano. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Take care, everybody.